everybody, and welcome to Do Better Garage. My name is MJ, I'm from Lithuania, and welcome to my new channel. I decided to make an introduction video to what this whole thing will be about, and I had this idea for a long time to make some videos about my automotive journey, about my 94 Miata, or MX-5 as we call them in Europe. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself and then a little bit about my car. First of all, I'm 26 years old. I'm from, again, Lithuania. Where is that? Well, it's near Russia in Northern Europe. I don't really want to get into specifics about me, but you will usually see some videos at my work. I work as a dental technician and I have availability of some machines that most people don't, so don't be surprised if you see that. Now let's move on to the car. So as you see, she's not looking her best today because she's already taken a little bit apart. It's a 1994 Mazda Miata 1.8, so NA8 chassis number, and I've had it for almost 4 years. In 2 weeks it will be 4 years since I bought it. I became really interested in the Miata community because it's just such a fun car to work on and drive, and I found a lot of friends in the community and because of this car. So last winter I did some major modifications, especially in the engine bay, as I'll put some photos here on the screen for you to see, and that sparked something in me. I posted everything to Instagram and got a lot of really positive feedback. So I thought about making some YouTube videos for some time, but never really had the time or the resources to do that. But now I'll give it a shot. So this is my car, and this summer was the first year I drove it in 2 years because I had been rebuilding it. She got a full respray, a lot of welding done, undercoating for the undercarriage, some engine maintenance, some modifications, not huge power numbers. Engine is pretty much stock, just everything cleaned up, alloy radiator, coolant reroutes, bits and pieces. A lot of stuff got zinc plated, a lot of stuff got powder coated, some cool interior mods. Just try to clean it up and for it to be a reliable car. But since I'm now making videos, I thought that zinc plating and powder coating brackets won't be very interesting for you, so I decided to do supercharging. So to get into more of that, I already ordered the Salon supercharger kit from Modification Racing in the UK. I'll be using Motorsports Electronics 221 ECU for the engine management, and it will just be a blast to do, and I really hope she'll still stay reliable but with much healthier power numbers, because now it's, even if it's a 1.8, she's fucking slow. Yeah. So we'll go more into the kit as I do these videos. I want to do a full diary about every single thing that I do and I need to change or upgrade or restore, and I hope that you'll be interested. I'm not the most interesting guy in the world, but I really do love cars and I'm heavily invested in the MX-5 community, so I hope I'll bring you some enjoyment and some good tips on how to keep your cars clean and just do better. So to go a little more into detail about what I did during last winter, most of you can visit my Instagram, which I'll write here. It's at @mjuch_roadster. I know it's hard to pronounce mjuch, it's a Lithuanian thing. That's why I use MJ as my name, not my real name, because you wouldn't pronounce it. So I did a lot of disassembly. The only thing that was left inside the engine bay was basically the block and the head. Almost everything else was taken off. It was either powder coated or zinc plated, or just for some things that I couldn't do any of those, spray painted. I did everything myself except the powder coating and zinc plating, because I gave that to some companies because it's pretty expensive to try to do powder coating at home. It went really well. I learned a lot of stuff, and as you know, Miatas are just super easy and fun to work on. So that gave me a lot of motivation to try and do supercharging. And if you ask why supercharging, well, it's because everyone and their mother does turbos, and turbocharging makes much more sense because the gains you gain are pretty good, and supercharging isn't that good. But even if it's not good, that doesn't mean it's bad. And I'd really like to give it a try. I like the sound, I like the simplicity of all of it. Because most of them are turboed, if anything at all. I'll be going more in depth about all the supercharging bits and pieces and the whole process once I get the kit. As I mentioned, I already ordered it, so I'm hoping in about a few weeks, but I don't really want to do vlog type videos because as I see, usually they suck a lot, and I don't really want to show you anything if it's not interesting, at least to me. So I don't know what the upload schedule will be, but you can follow me on Instagram, and I make a lot of small stories about everything that goes on with the car, also some about my personal life and my 2 cats or my wife. And I'd really like to do this whole thing of YouTube with as much quality as I can possibly do in my budget, which I don't have any because I spend a lot of money on the car. So okay, let's go a little bit more about the car. It has quite a huge mod list. I'll try to include this into the video. I didn't really do any power upgrades except for reliability and a whole process of making driving more fun. So it has a upgraded clutch that will come in handy while doing supercharging, alloy rad from Fast 5, coolant reroute, a short shifter, bright brick seat, rev limiter gauges, all the engine maintenance done with really good parts, and just a lot of small bits and pieces. Also, it has front headlights from a Lada 2101, so сделаю Россия. I'll try to add more photos and overlay the video because I don't really think I'm that pretty to look at, so you can see better what the car is in her prime and not in the dusty garage and being torn apart a little bit now. So let's talk about the supercharging progress. I have a few bits now, so mainly I have a supercharger. It's from Mini Cooper S. It's an Eaton M45, the most commonly used supercharger. I have a bypass valve for it, and that will be the next video. I hope to do 2 videos in 2 days. I've got the bypass valve from a used parts dealer, and I'll show you how to restore it and make something look really good from being really shit. The next thing, I already ordered a kit, a mounting kit. It has the auto tensioner, inlet outlet pipes, the brackets for it. Also already ordered Motorsport Electronics 221 ECU plug and play for the 94 Miata. And I've got some pieces like piping and hoses, but still I'll need to do a lot of stuff like install gouges, install AFR gouge, install intercooler piping, blow-off valve, I mean the lot. And the one thing I really want to show you and try to get across to you is about doing everything better. So that's the name of the channel, Do Better Garage. So I'm not going to use old rusty bolts. I've got everything new or restored. So every bolt, every nut, everything that will go on the car will be either new or zinc plated or powder coated or just at least cleaned up and spray painted. That's the whole premise of my channel, and I really like doing that stuff. And it's winter in November, so I can drive it legally in Lithuania, and it's a good time to do all this crazy stuff. This will be a short video. I just really hope that at least it will be entertaining for my closest friends who will make fun of me because I'm doing this, and maybe some people will also enjoy it. I'll try to do explanations down to the stupidest level, because I'm quite stupid and I need a lot of explaining for myself to actually understand how to do things. So I know how other stupid people feel, and I'll try to help them. Not you, but them. So thank you very much. I hope the audio quality wasn't really shit. I've got this mic just now, and the GoPro quality is questionable at best, but please go subscribe and please like this video if you can. It would make me really happy. And comment below. You can DM me on Instagram. I reply to absolutely everyone with absolutely any question they have, and I hope I'll see you soon. Okay.